An APC chieftain who is the chairman Anambra Imo River Basin Development Authority, Senator Emmanuel Anosike, joins me live from our Abuja studio. Senator, thanks for joining us on the program this hour. There are a lot of conversations as regards APC's en route Anambra ahead of the November election. We're hearing conversation as regards elevating Anambra to national political grade. I think it was the chairman who mentioned that Anambra currently operates on a rural grid and that restrains its developmental pace. Some have said that statement in and of itself is an indictment on the APC government. Should Anambra suffer any form of development because it doesn't belong to the ruling party?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One basic thing you should know about Anambra is that Anambra State is the gateway of Southeast. And it is completely improper for a gateway to be on the sideline. From the inception of this democracy, Anambra has always been at the center. Where will you operate if you want to operate in Southeast without passing through Anambra? And when you get the development in Anambra, automatically the development has gone round the Southeast. That is why you see the likes of the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma, making sure, working very hard to bring everybody from Southeast to the center. And that's also why you see him also working very hard to see that Anambra gets to the center. If Anambra gets to the center, automatically everything in Southeast will be at the center, because you need to be at the center to operate in politics. What we have today in Anambra, the government of the day, has no brother, has no sister, has no uncle. So for you to play politics, you must belong to where you have brothers, sisters, uncle, and aunties. For the way Anambra is today, Anambra does not have any brother across the nation. Therefore, it is critical for Anambra State, as we speak today, to move to the center.
Are you in any way saying that affiliation with the ruling party at the center takes more prominence than the ingenuity of the person who the governor is in Anambra?
We're not even talking about affiliation. We are talking about the Anambra State being in APC, APC being at the center, and Anambra also being APC. So that whenever the governor of Anambra State, that is in APC, wants to see the principal at the center, it will not be a difficult issue. They can sit down, discuss the development of the nation, development of the party in the states.
Senator Anosike, what are the chances of your party in Anambra, considering the political history, how APGA has held sway, when you consider the performance of the APC in the 2023 general election? I mean, your party just recently built a secretariat in Anambra. Some would say you don't seem to have as much structure to even dream to win a governorship election. How do you react to that?
This your question is fantastic. It's high time we try to remove those narratives. The people that makes governorship in Anambra, the people that understands the politics in Anambra, the people that knows now that Anambra is supposed to be at the center of the place are the people in APC today. If you go to Anambra now, you will see that the body language, the movement, everything in Anambra now is moving towards APC. We don't need to deal with the past. The past, we don't need to deal with it. We are dealing with the present. The present situation in Anambra now tells you that this is the high time Anambra State moves to the center. What happened in 2003, let it be there. But what is happening in November 8th is what we are looking at. And if you look at the tension, the body language of every key person in Anambra State today, they know very well that Anambra has lost by not being at the center. That's why you see the caliber of people coming into Anambra today to contest for the governorship. You see the caliber of people pushing everybody, see what is happening in Anambra today, and seeing that from onset of this current dispensation, by the grace of God, we've gotten a president that understands politics. that understands that people have to survive, that understands how to take care of human beings, that understands how to, the feeling.
I hear you clearly, Senator Anosike. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about the caliber of the aspirants shortly and the impact of the performance of government at the center on the chances of the APC. But let's talk about how united you think your party is in the region, because I heard the National Vice Chairman of the Southeast saying that the constitution or the appointments made to the Southeast Development Commission is going to cost the APC votes in the region.
The region,
Senator, are you there?
As we speak today, yes, the region as we speak today is completely in support of whatever Anambra is doing. Anambra is going to be the first election, November 8th. The Southeast is key in making sure that Anambra wins that election. I understand the body language of some people feeling that the appointment of some people in the Southeast Development Commission is neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But the way things are today, we in Anambra that are the key players in Anambra don't even feel that. All we want to do is that whatever that will make Mr. President survive, make Mr. President perform very well. We are not interested in saying that there because Mr. A, President appointed Mr. A, because of that appointment, that it will reduce our chances of getting the governorship in Anambra State. It's neither here nor there. The President has the right to make any appointment he feels comfortable with. But that one will not deter whatever we are doing in Anambra. As if you saw what the outing we had last week to go for to open up our campaign, our secretariat, Anambra was shut down, completely shut down. You can see the excitement from the road transport union, from every environment you see excitement. So if we get to that level and you see that Anambra is good to go to move to APC completely.
But it's still a long road to November 8, and prior to that time, there will be a primary election. I'm wondering how you see all these aspirants, jostle their way. Some are suggesting a consensus candidate. What system or strategy do you think would favor the APC in Anambra?
It's simple. Politics is politics. Everybody has his own opinion. But the bottom line to all those opinions is the way the National Working Committee handles it. In my own opinion, the best thing is to give the level playing ground. Everybody, all the aspirants, go for the primaries, keep the system open. The winner of that primaries automatically, when you follow the due process, everybody will join the winner. It's when you don't do the right thing, people will start agitating. But if you do the right thing, which I have seen that the NWC is trying to do by making sure that if you are an aspirant, go to your territory and start working. That's why Anambra is heated up now. Every place you go in Anambra, APC is all over the place. So all the 5 aspirants who have are working very hard, making sure that the environment feels the pulse of whatever they are doing.
You don't think the Labour Party is a major threat, to the APC in Anambra, considering how they have performed in the last general election in that region? No.
You cannot compare what is happening today. We've seen the light. We've seen the light. The light has been seen. The last election came boom, boom. People didn't. Today, we've seen the light. We've seen that all that was going on the period was just an issue of, I can put it, gallivanting languages. APC in Anambra, both in everybody now knows that when APC says yes, it says yes. Can you imagine the Christmas? No traffic at the bridges. The two bridges connecting
Well, it seems we have challenges connecting with the senator who is joining us live from Abuja. We continue to explore the chances of the ruling party in southeast Nigeria, considering its very poor performance during the 2023 general election. There are questions of how well the Tinubu administration has fared and the impact that would have on the staggered elections coming up this year, which is very critical for people who are watching these closely. There's also the question of the performance of the incumbent administration of Professor Charles Soludo, who some says the state has ranked #1 in fiscal transparency and #3 in fiscal performance rankings in the past 3 to 4 years thereabout. Some say this election is also a litmus test on this performance and how the people there who live in Anambra and who are going to vote will determine whether or not he's been able to fulfill his campaign promises to have them trust him with a second term in office. APC is saying that it's time for Anambra to connect with the national political grid. I don't know what that even means, because the mention of grid reminds me of national, of the power grid that collapses as often as you can remember it. But the conversation is around whether or not it matters if the state should be in the same political party with the party at the center, if that means anything for development as to the, the situation within the state. The appointment into the Southeast Development Commission, according to the national vice chairman of the party representing the Southeast, is also some very controversial developments ahead of this election, and how that would impact on the support the ruling party will get is another valid question to ask. Is APC ready for the Southeast? Big question. We'll continue this conversation subsequently as we also speak to all the political parties who believe it's their time in Anambra. I am Nifemi Ogunto. You can watch this show again at midnight and at 6 a.m.